What's going on, guys? Young46. I'm going to be streaming the Best of Famous Ready Go. I've streamed it before, but I don't think I've actually voiced it. So we're going to try voicing it. I bumped up my frame rates and we're recording in high def. So we'll give this a try here. I see my CPU usage is a lot higher than it normally is already. So this could get ugly with the meter. But we'll give it a go. Okay, so this hole, basically there's if you look on the mini map here, if you look on the right side of the mini map, I'm going to drag to this tree right here, the green triangle's covering it. That's kind of my aiming point. So I usually go right through that line, and if I have a tailwind, I'll use that, and obviously a right to left here, or left to right wind. I'm just going to go slightly left to center on that. I'm going to put full back on it. The meter's no good. We'll see what happens. But it should be fine in the fairway. See, I had a little more room to the right, but even if I had dinged it on the line I had it, it was fine. Alright, 94, it's uphill 5. This hole does play a little shorter, so I'll probably just play this like 95. Hopefully my putting's on, because I don't think my ball striking is going to be so stellar with this meter. We'll see. Never know. Could get better as I get used to it. This putt doesn't have a lot of movement. I'm going to hit this almost 7.5 feet, so that's a little over 7. Can't even ding the putter. Should be an interesting round. Best of Famous, pretty much we got to shoot like 16 under to have a realistic chance at really making credits. 16 under, probably just get your credits back. We got a headwind here, but we do have the back pin, so if we try to cut as much off the left side of the fairway here as we possibly can, so we want to get as close to the left as possible, we might be able to reach it. So I could have cut a little more off there, but couldn't have cut much more. We can probably still reach though. So we can see we've got 239 to cover the front. It's going to play a little shorter than that. So we're going to hit this with about 3/4 spin. I'm sorry, about, let's say half. We're going to hit half spin. Hopefully I hit a ding. I did. So we shouldn't go in the water. It's going to be kind of tight. So we didn't clear by a ton. Look at that. Look how far offline that sucker went. Something I've noticed lately, it's almost like they fixed the forgiveness. So the forgiveness on this when it first came out was phenomenal. I mean, it was dead point. If you dinged it, it was going right where you put it. But lately it's been closer to the Big Bertha 3-wood. Maybe Big Bertha wasn't happy, I don't know. I guess that would be Callaway, huh? Alright, so this one, let's see, on a 4-second, let's see. How much is this going to break? That is the question. It's going to end up breaking close to 2 grids. If not more. I don't know. It's a dicey one. It's either like 1.5 or 2 grids, I think. I don't know how that initially is going to come off. I don't think it's going to come off too hard initially, though. Not seeing it. So we're going to hit this 25 feet. Man, 2 grids just feels better. And if I'm going to miss, I want to miss on the high side. No doubt. What are we thinking here? What are we thinking? I'm going to go right in between, kind of shoot the gap here on what I'm thinking. And we're going to hit this 25%, maybe a little more. Alright, that was a good roll.
Right in the cup.
Good roll there. That worked out well. Alright, so despite the headwind, we were able to make eagle. Good long putt, and I was able to hit the ding, which I was nervous about. The meter's not too bad on the putts, it looks like. I don't know how many irons will ding.
That's in the garden spot.
Probably won't be many. Let's see, 59, probably 60. Should just be a nice full 60 for me. So nice full 60. I really don't have to move the hammer too much, because if it ends up right at the pin, to me personally, right at the pin and long's a very easy putt. Ooh. Still ended up left of the pin somehow. But easy putt. So that's good. Good start. Doing what we're supposed to do here. Alright, let's see. We've got a slight tail. It's really not much. It's one of those. How much is this going to move it? Maybe a yard or two? It's definitely not going to move it much at all. So we'll say a yard, just to be on the safe side. Because if I go long, it's okay. What I don't want to do is go short, right? So I want to underestimate how much wind is going to affect the distance. Couple different options here. I'm going to go with a 6-iron, and because we don't have too much of a tailwind, it's going to hit like half back, little more than half back here. It's a good strike. It's looking like it's on a good line. Yeah, we'll take that. Not shabby. We'll play a little bit, give it a little bit here, and we're just going to hit about 3.5 feet. Okay. Alright, what do we got next here? We got Royal St. George. Into this wind, I can hit it pretty much any way I want. I can put a little bit of top, a little bit of back. Probably just go slight back. First ding driver. It's a good wind. It's not going to move it too much on the approach. Again, we've got that slight tail. Not a ton, but we do have a tail. It's probably going to affect it 2-3 yards tops. In terms of our distance, we've got about 171.5 to the hole. Somewhere around about that. So we're going to hit 6-iron here. 6-iron's going to be 99%-ish. Maybe take a little off, go 98.5 here. Yeah. Pulled it, but I'd rather be left than right, so not in a bad shape here. We got a little release, so it worked out well.
You're gonna like that one.
We'll tap him. We'll take it. I'm not gonna read it. It's straight all day. Okay, next part 3. I struggle with this one, especially just something about Kiawah and low winds. It just gets awful. It drives me nuts. If I miss ding it, it just goes crazy offline and kills the distance. So I'm going to play half back instead of full. It's like a perfect full shot for me. But I'm going to play half back just to, in case I miss ding it, it doesn't affect me too bad. Ended up dinging it. You can see it's going right. Came up way short too. Not a good shot. Hopefully I cleared the ridge where it's an easy putt. Kind of. Almost cleared it, but not quite. We're going to hit this 11 feet. Maybe right there. Might be a little too much. Here it looks great. Other line it looks like it's too much. Do not want to miss this putt. It's too easy. God, I just feel like it's too much. Something inside me is saying this is way too much break, but it's got to be the line. I'll leave this short, so maybe I hit it a little firmer. Okay.
Great roll.
Kiowa. Never know with the screens. Needed to feel like it was the right line before I hit it. Alright, so we got a little bit of a tail. I can actually put topspin on this and try to hit this this bowl. So this bowl is ultimately what I'm going for, because if I can catch this, catch the downside of it, it'll roll up and over. So I want to always try to aim for that bowl. So I'm actually going to put a little bit of topspin on this, even though it's a little bit of a tail. I want the kick. So you can see it'll go down the bowl and go back up, and then that'll give us probably an extra 4 or 5 yards right there. Yeah. Could I have hit that with my driver with a little bit of backspin? Probably. But I like that shot. Here I'm just going to go full top. Full top, hopefully catch a lucky bounce and kick it on the green. Oof, that meter started jumping. Oh my god. The ball went further right than what I aimed it. It's crazy, man. Something's going on with the 3-wood. Get over the hump. Alright, good. Worked out well. We got a longer putt, but it's not too bad. We're going to hit this 27 feet. In terms of our distance, we're going to hit it slightly under 2 1/4. 2 1/4 grids. We're going to hit it probably right there. Looks like a lot. Let's see if it is a lot. I don't think it is. I really don't. No, I don't think it is. Yeah, it was. Just a little bit too. Not even by that much. Oh well. Still better. I don't know. Made me think on that one. Alright, this is a big hole for us. Obviously the hardest hole on this side. Just a big one for the round.
That's in the garden spot.
We birdie this one. Most likely we're going to shoot 10 under. So it's a good number. This wind I'm not even going to count. So I'm pretty much going to treat it like there's no wind in terms of relative distance to the shot. I'm going to play a little less right to left than I normally would, just because we're hitting uphill. It's got an interesting decision. So I've got 208 to the hole. I can hit 3-iron, but I've got to really choke down on it, which may not be a bad thing. So this we want to land it a little short. There's a little hump we want to climb over here. Hopefully we hit this round number. Oh, damn it. Gave myself room to screw up, so it should be fine, but it's right where I wanted to land it. Like, maybe a yard further. I wanted to land it a yard further, so I didn't get that bump off the downslope, but it's okay. This is a very makeable shot right here. You can pitch it. You can pretty much do whatever you want here with this shot. Me personally, I just feel better with the pitch. Now we do have some slope left to right, but we also have some wind. So to me, they kind of cancel each other out. I'm going to play half back. I could play full back, but I don't want it to bite too quickly. So that's the problem we run into. We don't want her to bite. We want it to hit and release just a little bit. Just
You
like
hit
that.
that one tight.
Just like that. Alright. So it worked out in our favor. Wasn't how we drew it up. So this hole, how I aim. I use this camera. If you look at the right mini map again, you can see the camera that I keep scrolling over. And I kind of use that as my aiming point. So I'll go to the edge of it, and if it were like a big tailwind from right to left, then I'll aim off of the camera a little bit. But here I'm just going to go right over the corner of it and go full back. Should be fine. Yeah, it worked out. So we got like 84 in. 84 works out to be a perfect punch yardage for me. And we're just going to hit her full. Should be a good ball.
Very nice shot.
A little bit too much of release, but I could have put backspin on, but this hole's so receptive to backspin. It's just not a good play for me. This is not a bad putt. It ain't great, but it's not bad either. I'm just going to hit this 6.5 feet, and I'm going to miss a little early. So keep it inside the cup.
Solid putt.
And just missing it in. So good front side, 10 under. See if we can keep the momentum going on the back. We got a par 5 to start here, so eagle would go a long way. We got a little bit of a tailwind, so that's good. So we're going to have a good look at it here. But we've got options. So a 3 wood's probably not our best bet. The reason why, because I have to land it so short. With the amount of release we'd have to hit, 216 on a 3 wood's like 80 some percent. So 3 wood's out of the equation. And I can't reach it with a 3 iron. When I say I can't reach it, I can't clear this ridge. So that means I gotta bump it. So we've got 217, probably 215. Probably where we want to land it. Alright, so that's what we're thinking. Bump it up. I'm gonna bump it up. I'm gonna hit 3/4 spin, and I'm gonna hit it about 98.5%. Not what I wanted to do. Yeah, it went through. But again, it's a very easy pitch. It's not too hard. And I could even putt it if I wanted to, but this probably isn't the place we want to putt from. Yeah, we can see all that slope and stuff. To me, the pitch is perfect here. So I'm just going to pitch it. I could do half back, but if something crazy happened and I went long and I went through the ridge, it wouldn't be good. So I need to play for the birdie here, just in case. Just in case something goes wrong here. And now I'm talking myself out of it. I want the eagle. So we want the eagle. We didn't come here to make birdies. So close. But we failed. Alright, so we make our birdie. Kiowa holes. God, I hate Kiowa holes. They play so damn weird. This one I'm just gonna hit a 7 iron, and I'm gonna play just barely a little bit of back. I'm just gonna adjust my distance. Well, maybe not. Fortunately, I don't have the distance. I need to be a little further back for that play. Yeah, I could hit an 8 iron with a little bit of top. I just really hate hitting full back on this hole because crazy shit happens every time I do it. the play? What's the play? 8 iron, a little bit of top. Let's try it. I've never tried it before. This is the first time I've attempted this shot on this hole. It's not great, but you know what? I'll take it. The putt's pretty easy. Pretty easy putt. So now we know probably not the best shot to take in the future. Putt looks pretty straight actually. I'm just not seeing hardly any break into this thing. So I've got it breaking away, breaking to me. Maybe we'll just play it just inside the cup. Just inside the cup here. And we're going to hit 24 feet just to be safe.
Great
Okay.
roll.
Yeah, it was actually a little shorter. So I'm glad I gave it that little bit of extra oomph to it. Alright, 196 downhill. Another one of those holes that are real weird with misstinging. So it's kind of brutal when you missting. So we can hit something full. We can take just a little bit off. I think I'm going to hit a 6 iron with just a touch of spin. Not even that much. Just in case I do miss hit it. I shouldn't even move the aimer. I'll move it just a hair. Just a hair off the hole. This is almost going to be full, but not quite. Yeah, it's a good strike. Looks like it's going long. Nope. Yeah, it's just a weird hole on distance, man. That's okay. That's a good shot. 7.5 feet, but it's fairly flat. Fairly flat and something we can hit pretty firm. So I'm going to hit it 8 feet just to be safe. Just in case there's some little breaks in there. Hopefully hit it through it. Alright. What do we got here? Congressional 18. Always a fun hole.
Oh, you crushed it.
I must be getting used to the meter. I've actually hit a lot of dings, surprisingly. Of course, this is the hole where I need to hit a ding. Need to hit one here. Wind's pretty nominal. We're not going to include it in our calculations here. So probably like 206 to the pin. Alright, 206. I can play this a couple different ways. If you're worried about hitting it in the water, then don't move the aimer and just miss ding somewhere out here, right? But I'm feeling pretty good. We're feeling good. So, I'm going for the gusto. Nope, should have kept her straight. It's alright. We can make this putt.
Very nice shot.
Went a little long. I played a little extra. I played 3 yards more. It just happened to go 3. Just because I don't like coming up short. We're going to hit this a little over 12 feet. Played a little over 12. And in terms of our distance, a little over 3/4 of a grid in terms of our aiming here. So a little over 3/4. Thinking right there. Not going to move much off of that. That might be a little too much, but in this line it looks pretty good. So we're going to hit a little over 20% on our 60. Come on, break hard. Nope. Darn it. Alright, first blemish on the card. That sucks. It felt like a lot. I'm actually putting a little bit of topspin on this instead of backspin. I did not want to pull that. Probably in the rough.
Good ball.
Nope. It's probably a good thing I did put top on it then. Settle down. Jesus, just kept going. Alright, so 177 and we've got a tailwind. Pretty good tailwind. We want to land this a little short. A little short of the hole. Let's see, we're going to go 6 iron. We're going to aim to the right a little bit. And in terms of how hard we're going to hit this, we're going to hit this about 97 and a half. Actually, we're going to hit it. Let me think here. Let's go 97. Got a ding. Should be a pretty good ball. Want it to go short and release up.
On the dance floor.
Yeah, it's not bad. It'll do.
Oh, you're gonna like that one.
Alright, come on. Hurry up. Didn't mean to miss thing that one. What do we got? We got a 5. Fortunately, we can't reach, so wind doesn't really matter. So 325 is kind of like my go number. If I land at 3, or if I end up at 325, usually I can reach it. But I do need a little bit of an accompanying tailwind. You're probably not hitting at 325 unless you have that. So, unfortunately, we don't have the go to rip it at it. So we're going to lay up short. Lay up short and hopefully knock it in here. Get a good distance right here. No good distance. Unfortunately, I have a terrible camera angle. Let's see if we can get a better one here. No, not really. Okay. Yeah, not bad. Probably should have just played it dead straight at it. But it's an easy tap in for birdie. We'll move it kind of halfway between the edge of the cup. We'll hit it a little over 4 feet. Okay. Actually, one of my more... I like this hole a lot. Meter was nasty there. So this would be Royal St. George 17. Hopefully we get a kick off the backside of a mound here. That's not bad. It'll play.
That's a huge drive.
Alright, 85 yards, tailwind. It's not going to do much. If we go past the pin, it's okay. So, we're just going to hit... what do we want to hit here? I think about 99%. We could even go full. 99.5. I don't know. Maybe if I ding that, it goes in. We'll never know. Easy putt though. Kick in bird. Alright, let's move forward to congressional number 10, 208, downhill 27, I think. Okay, it depends on what kind of wind we get, so we get a little bit of a headwind. So we gotta be somewhat careful. Right side to me is easier than the left, so I'm gonna overplay the right side. I might be really overplaying it though. No, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it. We're gonna hit about half back and go 97%. Yeah, we're gonna end up right of the pin. Maybe a little deep, huh? A little deep. It's better than being short though. I can live with that. Alright, so 11 feet downhill 4. We're gonna play this close to 7 feet. We're seeing some varying break here. Kicks right, kicks left, kicks right. Normally when I see break like that, I just actually end up hitting it straight. So it usually means just hit it straight. Okay,
Great roll.
that worked out well. Alright, maybe we'll get an eagle here on 18. Fortunately, we got the one blemish on the card here. We're going to have to hole out. Hole out. Should be a punch in. No, maybe not. Actually, should be a full shot, which is good. If we're talking about trying to hole it out, we prefer a full shot versus a punch or something. So we've got 54, so 54 in. It's kind of a weird angle to try to aim. Unfortunately, it's the best angle we have. So it gets a little murky on the aim, if you ask me. So I'm going to play a little bit more than maybe I normally would here. And we're going to hit this 54. Oh, close. Close, but no cigar. Alright, so we shoot 18 under. We had the one blemish. Probably not going to win it. But we'll make some credits off of it, so that's pretty good. Alright, let's check out our stats here. So 28, 10 under on the front, 8 under on the back. See how we did on putting. Yeah, we had the 1-2 putt, but we also holed out the pitch shot on 8 from 5 yards. And we had so we had 2-2 putts. Not bad, 19 putts. I'll take it. Probably pretty close on our average distance to the pin, though. No, 9.2, but that's skewed by the 32-foot eagle putt that we missed. And we had the 25-foot eagle putt on 2 that we made. So we had a couple of longer putts. Oh, I guess it was 28.2 feet. Not bad. Alright, so this has been the talk through of Best of Famous. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And as always, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them.